Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Moletrap here, coming at you with Game 4, finally Game 4 of SKT1 versus KT Rolster. This is none other than Violet versus Canata, sort of the secondary stars, I guess, of both these players' teams. Violet has not been doing as well as he used to in Pro League, but he's still forced to contend with well, actually I don't remember how Canata's was doing, since there hasn't been any Brood War for like 2 months because of all this negotiations and stuff going on. Anyway, either way, I think these guys are pretty well matched up is my point here, and it kind of depends on who's going to be on top of their game today and who's not, as far as who's going to win. Anyway, yes, I know this game was played like 2 weeks ago now or something like that by the time this is getting up. I apologize it's taken me so long. Like I said in the last one, I just have been super busy and my internet has been screwy, and I have tried to download this game 5 or 6 times now and things keep screwing up. Things keep having issues, and it's been really hard to get a hold of the VODs in the first place, so I am sorry that it's taken so long. Not entirely my fault though. Anyway, but here it is now, and even though it is an old game, I figured I'd finish the series off just because, you know, kind of feel like I should finish what I started. New Pro League season going on here, and I haven't been able to keep up with it too much lately. I have been somewhat busy. I just got back from the weekend. Like I said, I was going to the bachelor party. We did airsoft at the bachelor party, and that was a lot of fun. Basically, it's like paintball, but with like plastic BBs. Guns that shoot plastic BBs instead of paintballs, and that was pretty fun. Except, oh my gosh, my quads are sore because I was like crouching as I was crouching behind cover and like running behind cover as I was crouching on all this stuff. Basically, I was like holding down control the entire day, so my quads are just absolutely destroyed right now. Anyway. But I was like, yeah, today is better than yesterday at least. Before I wasn't even able to stand. And look at this, Violet is going for a fast nexus. He's harassing with that probe, and he feels confident enough that that probe is going to be able to hold down the fort long enough to get his nexus down beforehand. Just a single pylon. He's going to follow up with gateway. I forget what they do with 12 Nexus. It's gateway, core, gateway, or it might be 2 gateways and then a core, I think. I think that's how it would work. Anyway, either way, it doesn't matter. He's going to be able to get some forces out, but a little bit late. And because of all this harassment, Canata is not scouting because his SCVs are busy mining or fending off this probe. There's the Marine coming out finally to dispatch the probe. And excuse me. Anyway, I think he's gonna go. Yeah, I think it's. It doesn't matter. Anyway, but we do see that Canata has gotten a factory down, and he's taken guys off of gas, so he's gonna be going for relatively quick expansion as well. Regardless, so it is gateway, core, gateway. Okay, I was gonna say I think that's what it was, but I wasn't sure. Because then the second gateway comes up around the same time as the core. You can start putting out Dragoons with the 2 gateways pretty quickly. And Canata is going to scout the wrong direction as well, so there's not too much of a chance that he's going to be able to pull off any kind of a rush to try and punish Violet for this quick expansion. You know, if he'd seen it right now, he might be able to go out with some SCVs and a Vulture and his Marines and own that expansion. But it's not going to happen. Getting expansion down of his own now, and oh wow, this is another new map. Apparently it has 2 ramps. Good to know. Good to know. Man, I gotta find the new maps. I'm sorry I didn't look up the new maps beforehand. Oh, there's neutral eggs blocking another entrance to this base. Good to know. Sorry, I know it's pretty noob error to not even know what the maps are like. There are new maps for this season, and I forgot to look them up. I just plumb forgot, because this game finally downloaded, and I'm like, sweet! I can finally do this game I've been wanting to do for, like, weeks. And, anyway, so sorry about that. I'll try and look up the maps for the next few games. However many there are. It is 2-1 in favor of KT, so if KT wins, if Violet wins this game, and then whoever is after that, I have to check. I had it down somewhere, but I lost it. I'm sorry I'm so scattered right now. Anyway, Canata's going to get this quick expansion down. He's not going to be too far behind economically, so he's going to be in okay shape. Violet, I mean, is still ahead economically either. There's been no pressure at all against Canata. And uh-oh. SCV's maynarded it a moment too soon. Are they going to run away to the other command center? Looks like he dragged him back. If not, tank is out, so he's going to be able to defend that there. I wouldn't be surprised, just looking briefly at this map, I wouldn't be surprised, you know, if Terran players especially decide to just go for a third base before doing anything. Because it looks like it's so easy to get and hold a third base, a second and third base, that, you know, you might as well. Terran players often, I mean, this is kind of the flash style, regardless, to get 3 bases and then macro up off 3 bases and then go for a timing push off your upgrades. And it looks like Canata might be doing something similar. He's got his armory up already. He's going to be starting with +1 weapons, and then might move out at 2-1 weapons or something like that. Anyway, it looks like Violet is also pushing over here. He's gotten his third base down, and he's killing the eggs off to possibly head up and take a 4th base on that top there. And we see Canata killing off the eggs over here as well, and getting his third base. So he's getting the third base over behind his base instead. Man, this map looks kind of crazy. I really should have looked this one up beforehand. I'm sorry. But it looks like there's eggs blocking these side expansions on both sides. And Canata is, if he can siege up on top of there, he can stop that Dragoon from killing off the egg. And will severely limit, nope, the egg goes down. So, if he's, I'm not sure if he's planning on killing those eggs himself, maybe, but I mean, you might as well put those eggs there just to keep those eggs there to stop any harassing units from getting in there. Oh, so here, sweet! They're showing the map for us. Awesome. So we can look at it. So yeah, it looks like there's these expansions on the side with eggs blocking them. There's some expansions without eggs blocking them. So that's why we see Canata, both players expanding to the bases that are protected by the eggs and ramps, and instead of the ones that are out. Well, actually, Violet's first expansion was outside of his base where there was just a choke, and it makes more sense to take that first. Well, sometimes it does. If it does in the sense that you need to, what am I trying to say? If you take that first, then you've already taken that low ground, and you've already kind of established that as your territory. You can put defensive structures there if you need to, that kind of thing. Whereas it's hard to move down a ramp if you've been contained and take that lower base later. Anyway, it's interesting that there's eggs at both the bottom and top of the ramp. I think that might be. I'm not sure if you can see the minerals at the bottom of the ramp when you're at the bottom of the ramp, because if you can, then you can bump a probe through there or a drone or whatever and squeeze it through the eggs. But if not, you still won't be able to use the minerals at the top to squeeze it through. Anyway, both players just macroing like crazy. Nothing has happened yet. Come on, guys. I know this is a macro map where you can secure all these bases all really quick and everything, but Jesus, do some attacking already. Second army has just gotten up for Canata, so he is going to be upgrading 2-1 weapons right now. And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised. He's got his 3 bases going. He's got them pretty well defended. I wouldn't be surprised if he just macros like crazy right now, and just, you know, builds up and does a push off 2-1 perhaps, because he's going to have 3 bases going. I haven't seen how many factories they showed it a moment ago, but I missed it. But I don't know how many factories he has. He probably has several factories at this point. Looks like on the minimap 4, possibly 6. Not sure what's going on there. And yeah, this 4th base now going up for Violet too. So both players just expanding like nuts, basically. No harassment coming from Violet at all. Surprised he didn't get some kind of tech out, and well, I guess it makes sense that since there's Goliaths out, he's been expanding all over the place instead of getting Reaver tech or anything like that. Both players just kind of chilling back there, and the vessels are out as well, or coming as well, I suppose. It looks like he's upgrading probably EMP, so that's going to be handy. And yeah, so we could put that cannon next to there and be pretty well. Okay, so there's the Arbiter tech, so he's going to go for Arbiters. So basically they're like, alright, no rush 20, okay? Since it has actually been almost 10 minutes into the game, and neither player has really attacked, they've just been expanding and teching. This basically is a no rush 10 game. But hopefully something will happen soon. Canata now moving out here with some vultures. Finally, we might see some harassment. They're going to run by those goons and just kind of run around and not actually accomplish anything. They're planting mines everywhere, but there's nowhere to go. I think they're going to get trapped against some eggs over here. Maybe not. Never mind. Checking for extra bases, but they're not going to find it there. He sees the pylon there, but the extra base is in the 6 o'clock position, so he's not going to accomplish as much by... Well, he's not going to accomplish anything by running his vultures around down there. Anyway, here comes a dropship. Oh, he saw those dragoons there. Don't do it, Canata. Canata, are you going to seriously fly the... Okay, never mind. Oh, that's kind of sweet. He's going to drop a couple tanks up on that ridge and force Violet to deal with that. That won't be too difficult to deal with. He's got some observers around. He's going to have arbiters soon, but it'll make it a lot more annoying for him to get into that area. And those tanks will just be some extra, just bonus protection if Canata attacks from the south against his third, but it's also securing that area for future expansion as well, and so that could be handy as well. Anyway, so Violet's got his 4th base up and running. Both players have been macroing like crazy, so they've got a lot of SCVs and probes on their expansions right now, so they're just getting all kinds of money right now, and they're just, I mean, they're not just sitting idle, they are building up units as well. We've seen some Dragoons running around, some Vultures running around, but they are starting to build up units. But now, I think now that they've got a lot of saturation on all these bases, they're really going to come out and start expanding like, expanding their army rather, like crazy pretty soon here, and start to really pump the units out. Still slow Zealots there. Still have yet to see an Arbiter. He's got 1 Stargate. It's probably going to pop one out any moment now because it's been worrying for a while. And there's the two armories in the back. I like the wall of supply depots protecting the armories. Sometimes Protoss players will run an Arbiter all the way to the back of the base, and usually when you do that, you'll try and kill as much as possible, try and kill some units. Here comes an attack though, sort of a super delayed, what's it called, bulldog attack of sorts, running in with a shuttle full of Zealots to break down the door there. But what the heck, there's like nothing here. Canata, where are your forces? He doesn't even have anything running over here to protect this. What is he doing? There's some forces finally coming in. DT on the ramp. Oh, DT holding the ramp stops those forces from getting in for even a little while longer. Vessel suicides in. Canata being a little sloppy here, losing some forces unnecessarily. And I'll get it right this time. The SKT1 coach looking a little bit disappointed there. Yes, I know I got the coach wrong, and then I corrected myself and talked about how it would be epic fail to get the coach wrong, the team wrong, and then I got the team wrong when I was correcting myself. Because I'm nub. Because I'll fess up to it. I admit I forgot what team stats was on for a moment. I should have remembered that Fantasy was on SKT1. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Both players attacking each other here again. Not sure. Both players kind of being a little bit sloppy, taking a long time to take care of this harassment from each other. Finally going to run in here and take care of these 2 tanks. Those 2 tanks have just been chilling there forever. They didn't really take care of. They didn't really kill anything too huge by themselves though. And look at this. Yeah, Canata's been just expanding so much and teching all this that he doesn't have a ton of army on the field right now, and he's been doing a little bit of harassment. But I think I only saw 6 factories there, whereas Violet has like 10 gateways, 10, perhaps 12 gateways there. He's got 4 bases. Actually, he's getting a 5th up now. So Canata really needs to make his push pretty soon. He needs to get some damn units out and make a push pretty soon. What is he doing? Oh no! Losing that dropship, not paying attention to it. Now he doesn't have vision, although attacking those tanks is going to give him vision, but he still has a mischance up the hill. Anyway, those 2 tanks going down without really causing too much damage. Look at this. It's been such a no-rush game that their mains and their naturals are getting close to mining out at this point. Canata needs to start thinking about taking a 4th base. Actually, never mind. He has taken a 4th base on the low ground. Oh! Arbiter gets a recall in! Oh! And a mine goes off right in the middle of those Dragoons. Ouch! Looks like it might have been 2 mines, actually, because all of those Dragoons died immediately. And now these 4 Zealots, see, this is what I was starting to talk about earlier, is when an Arbiter will run back in the back there, they'll try and do as much damage as possible with those forces, and oftentimes they'll target the armories, because then they can slow down, really slow down the upgrades. And if you can go in there and kill their upgrades when they're 9/10 completed, that is a huge deal. And in this case, those supply depots were able to protect the armories from any damage from that recall. Although the mines did most of the protection there. Those zealots were not even able. I think they might have killed that depot.